Hello, hello. It is 6 p.m. here, so let's get the sprint started. I just came home not long ago and it is snowing. I had so many errands to run today. I ran most of them during lunch break, but then, after work, I had to pick up one more order. And because I bought like some baking dish. So it is snowing and I'm going to pick up this order and it's like in an unreasonably big box and I had no gloves, so I was like balancing this box on the tram while it is snowing. So it was a whole thing, but I'm home now. So really glad I'm inside and I'm ready for the sprints to start. Hello, Ralph. Hello, Judith. Making pancakes for dinner. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I will be making dinner in the first sprint. But let me know how you're doing and what are you reading. This week was quite tough, I think, for a lot of us. Let's just chill tonight and read and eat pancakes for the lucky ones. Gotta run to the store to buy dinner things during the first sprints. Sounds nice. Hope it's not snowing where you live because it's really annoying here. But for a reading update, I'm currently reading 2 books. So I am reading Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I am 100 pages and 104 pages in. This has been on my TBR for such a long time, and I finally got it for Christmas. So reading it now, and it is a contemporary. It's not romance. I think there's a confusion about that, but so far it's not romance. It's a contemporary about this girl who wakes up hangover in Las Vegas and realizes that she has married some woman and she doesn't even know her. She just met her last night and they got drunk and they got married. And now she woke up, the woman is already gone. And she left like her card and she does this podcast. And that's like this main character, like only contact with this woman. And they have contacted each other now. So like she's listening to her podcast and they are talking on the phone. But the kind of love interest has barely been on the page. So it's more about the main character, I don't know, finding herself, like figuring out what she wants to do because she just finished a PhD in astronomy, I think. And she doesn't know what to do next. So it's kind of that. And it really took me aback, this book, because it's written in this kind of dreamlike, melancholic tone, kind of flowery writing, and I really didn't expect that in a contemporary. So it's a bit of a slower read, but so far so good, and we will see how this one lands. And then I'm also listening to an audiobook, and I'm listening to Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. So many people have been recommending this audiobook, and I don't really know him, but apparently he's a well-known figure. But everyone has been recommending, especially the audiobook, because he narrates it, and it's about his childhood and growing up in South Africa. It's really interesting. Don't know if I should say I'm enjoying it because a lot of the topics he's covering are quite tough because he's covering like apartheid and stuff like that. But some of the stories are a little bit more lighthearted, but it's definitely like so engaging, and the narration is amazing. He does all the accents and he kind of plays acts out the dialogues and is not just kind of reading a script. So it's very engaging and just really good. Listening to The Hobbit while I flip the pancakes, amazing. That is such a perfect combination, like pancakes and a Hobbit. Like hobbits would be proud. Nice, it's cold and the store is 3 minutes away, so all easy. Nice, that sounds manageable, yeah. It's a reread, but first time listening to it. Yeah, I also read it years ago, but physically, so is the audio good? Because that's a potential that I could also listen to it sometime. Because it's kind of like, you know, a little bit like a fairy tale, so maybe the audiobook is like a great medium for that. Can continue reading Blood and Mistletoe by Ronald Houghton for the rest of the evening. Nice, hopefully. Someone finishing a PhD, that's highly unrealistic already. Yeah, I don't have a PhD. I only have masters, but I have some people around me who took quite a long time to finish PhD or not finish. But yeah, she's a really driven character. Like her father is an army man, so yeah, it's kind of the case of like her life has been lined up, and she was going after, I don't know, you know, after each of the milestone, and now she's suddenly like, what now? So yeah, I know some of the PhD lore. It's so fun to listen to Andy Serkis. He's amazing. Okay, I don't know the narrator, but glad to hear he's good. Kind of reminds me of how I listened to Narnia, like book one. What is it called? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like book one. I never read it as a child, but then yeah, I listened to the audiobook as an adult, and the narrator was actually one of the actors from Gilmore Girls, and he's a side actor. I don't know who here is a Gilmore Girls fan, but yeah, he played Asher Fleming. And like as soon as he uttered like the first sentence, I was like, oh my god, is the Asher Fleming? And kind of made the experience a little bit weird. And yeah, he was really like kind of overacting it, kind of for children. So in the end, maybe like I didn't love the audiobook, even though like he was objectively amazing. And yeah, but sometimes when it's like a little bit overplayed, like because they think they you know or assume that the target audience is children, then it can be a little bit like not super enjoyable for me. It's perfect, yeah. I need to make pancakes sometime. I actually bought like a pancake pan like last year, like 6 months ago or 9 months ago. Still haven't washed it and used it, so yeah. Kitchen declutter and deep cleaning is like one of my next projects that I really should do soon. Blood and Mistletoe is a history of the Druids, and the image of the Druid through British history is very interesting. Okay, sounds good. The title sounds like a cozy Christmas mystery, though. I mean, Blood doesn't sound that cozy, but Mistletoe, yeah. Or like a, oh yeah, or like a murder mystery. Okay. Still, like a cozy mystery would have like a more cutesy title, I think, and kind of like have some fun. You have to have some fun. I love puns. Yes, he has a nice voice. Great. Hello, Natalie. How are you doing? What are you up to this evening? What are you reading? Less blood and more mistletoe. Yeah. I haven't read any Christmas cozy mysteries. Maybe ever. Definitely not for the last few years. I read a horrible Christmas romance this last Christmas, and some good ones too. But not cozy mystery. I'm gonna eat soon, have a lot of rice and curry leftovers, so it'll be an easy dinner. Amazing. Yeah, I also have to cook in the first sprint. And what's on the plan, like on the meal plan, is a salad, which isn't necessarily like the most coziest and warmest thing to like warm up after the snowy day. But yeah, it's on the plan, and it will be good for me to eat some vegetables. So yeah, I think I will do like the one that I do always, which is the pasta salad, and I also add Beyond Meat patty, so like fake meat for the protein and great flavor, and yeah, then some vegetables. Avocado might be ripe. Hope it's not overripe. Always roulette. And yeah, so I think I will be listening to the audiobook while I do that, because I didn't listen on the way to work and back today because I was a bit overwhelmed by not trying to kill myself on the pavements. Obviously, Barry. That sounds amazing. Yes, it does. Not sure about my next book. Have finished one yesterday, so I can start a new one. Need to look into my TBR. Okay, if you need some input from us, feel free to present some choices. But yeah, I'm hungry, so I think we can jump into the first print once I get the timer going. And yeah, I hope you don't mind, and we can do like a longer one because I need to cook and then also eat. So let's do like 50 minutes, a bit longer. And enjoy your meals for those of you who will be eating, or enjoy your activities. Hello, Kitty. It's fine. We are just jumping into the first sprint because some of us, like me, are hungry and I need to cook. And yeah, other people are also going to have dinner. Sounds good. Okay. Wait. Still need to. What's happening right now? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. I started setting something up like before the live, and it was stuck there. But yeah, talk to you in 50 and have a good sprint. how was your sprint? So it's the end of our first sprint. I just finished eating, literally like 2 minutes ago. So pretty perfect timing. Let me fix the light actually, because I think that it might be annoying to have like a huge blob of light. So a second. I think this is better, right? Yeah, I think the huge light there might be distracting, but I don't know. But yeah, I did my salad, my pasta salad with Beyond Meat, and ate it, and that was the whole sprint. But I listened to my audiobook. So yeah, for those of you who joined later, I'm listening to Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Really enjoying it. We had some more childhood stories. And yeah, the audiobook is just phenomenal. It is really amazing. The timer just killed me. Yeah, sometimes I, like when I'm watching someone's sprints, I jump like a meter high. Finished cooking and currently feeding the cat. What did you cook? But yeah, very productive. I ate, I made coffee, started listening to The Golden Compass. It was chosen out of my physical TBR by Josephine. Now I'm ready to crochet. Amazing. The Golden Compass is like a sequel, right? And I haven't read the series. Did go to the store, bought stuff, talked to my sister. Very nice. Also just finished eating and cleaned the table. Nice, nice, nice. I made sweet potato ragu with smoked tofu and zucchini. That sounds amazing. I'm actually gonna cook sweet potatoes tomorrow because yeah, that's the last thing on my meal plan for this week. And I'm going to make sweet potato salad again, although this one is a worm salad. So yeah, it's like basically you cut sweet potatoes into cubes, bake them, and then the base is spinach, and then you make tahini dressing with agave or maple syrup. And yeah, it's really nice. It's supposed to be like a fall salad, but I think it's very suitable for winter too. So I will make that tomorrow. And yeah, we are going to my parents' house tomorrow with my brother. So probably going to be bringing some meals there. It's the first one in series. Okay, I am confused then, but never mind. So I thought I could show you the books that I got today because yeah, in the snowing/raining, I was running a lot of errands today because yeah, I had some orders to pick up, and a lot of them, like today was the last day, so I had to do it. So I went to the secondhand bookstore where I also sell books a lot. And so basically I always wait till I get some credits, like because the system is that you bringing the books and they are selling them online. And then once they sell, you have to wait like 2 weeks, and then the credit hits your account, and then I can order more books. So yeah, I'm just always like waiting for more of my books to sold so that I can order more books for free. So yeah, I had 2 orders there, and yeah, it was all covered by the credit. So I love that. And yeah, I got a bit of like random books, but they have been on my like wish list on there for some time, and most of them were really cheap. So like I could order multiple ones for the credit that I got. So I got Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. So this Christmas I read a book that Julie Murphy co-authored with Sarah Simone. It was the Merry Little Meet Cute Christmas romance. It is adult. This is young adult, and it's like kind of the more old school young adult, which wait, oh yeah, 2017. So this was pretty popular when I first, found BookTube in 2017. So that's kind of that wave, and I never read it back then, and I don't really know much about that, but it is queer, so there might be a sapphic romance, but I think it will be more probably about like coming of age of the main character. So yeah, pretty nice cover, like just really minimal, and yeah. So I hope it won't be like too hard hitting, but because some of the like old school young adult can be pretty hard hitting. Like I read like We Are Okay by Nina Lacour, and it was like pretty depressing, but it was good. So I hope this will be good too. Also, on a very similar note, fun not intended, is Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. And this is also a book that was recommended like around that time. Let's see when it was published. Yeah, also 2017. And I don't know if you know Cece from the channel Problems of a Book Nerd, but I used to watch her a lot back then, and she was recommending just so many queer books. And I don't really remember like many other people talking about this book, but to this day I remembered her talking about this book and how she was pleasantly surprised by it, even though like it didn't sound like something she would necessarily like. And this is set in college, I think, so like kind of probably like older young adult. I think it's also queer, and it's like about this boy who goes to college and they start like he joins an a cappella. How do you pronounce it in English? A cappella band. So yeah, kind of random, but she really highly recommended it. So, and it has really good ratings, so I think it's going to be good. And no one ever talks about it anymore, I don't think. So yeah, sometimes I kind of like to go back to some of these backlisted books. Okay, then I have an adult one, and it's Begin Again by Hallie Acton. And I think this is one of those kind of a Groundhog Day. Good confused that books. Where kind of like the same day keeps repeating, or like she has the opportunity to like live different lives, kind of like in the vein of The Midnight Library or The Husbands, which is a concept I really love, and it really depends on how it is executed. But yeah, so I hope this one will not fumble it. But yeah, the cover is kind of fun. And yeah, it is like a pretty thick paperback. My brain is a little bit fried tonight, but yeah, it's this kind of bigger format paperback, and it was pretty cheap. It was for free, but like cheap for the credit money. And then we're not done yet. Like I didn't even have like that much credit, but yeah, it just ended up working out. And so I started to stack up on Christmas books already, because why not? And now I can get them for cheap or for free. So I got The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuel. So this is a sapphic Christmas romance, which I've seen it around. Sounds great. Don't need to know much about it. So that's the first Christmas book on my 2025 Christmas TBR, because I cleared my Christmas books. I think I did. No, I have like one ebook, but yeah, definitely cleared all my physical books, Christmas books, this past Christmas. And then the second Christmas book I got is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. So this is also getting like a little bit old. I mean, it's not, but like it's been a few years. Yeah, first published 2019. And yeah, this just really always sounded like a really fun book where like this, I think her family like sets her up on 10 dates during Christmas. So yeah, this sounds like fun. And then the last book. We are almost done with the haul. And this was from the library. So this actually, ironically, was the only book I paid for today because I paid €1 to get a hold on it because, you know, it was just always reserved. So yeah, I paid €1 for Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Booktube has been loving it and hating it, and I want to know where I stand. I did really like The Love Hypothesis by her. This is a fantasy. Like we have vampires and werewolves. I don't know how I will get on with it, but you know, only one way to find out. So that's the haul. Let me know if you have read any. I think you have said in the chat. So let's see. Okay, this sounds so good. The sweet potatoes, yes. I love sweet potatoes too, but here they are so expensive and almost always imported, so I only get them very rarely. Oh my god. I don't think they are like, I mean, they're definitely more expensive than normal potatoes, but yeah, they aren't the cheapest. That is a very good choice for me. This is also an exception. Just fancied it so much. I buy them all the time. Yeah. Because yeah, I think like nutrition wise, they're a pretty good choice. And yeah, I just got some favorite meals with them, so now I kind of rotate them all of the time. Really like Ramana Blue when I read it when it came out. Yay! We read it last year or the year before, but had kind of grown out of it. It is on Sapphic. Oh, okay. The MC thought she was lesbian but falls for a boy. Okay. Good to know. Like drama back in the day because the term hetero as if bisexuals don't exist. Yeah, don't we know it? That, yeah, people are biphobic to this day. They don't exist in media. They do. You just have to look for it a little bit. 10 Blind Dates was cute. I always love a middling family. Okay. Have you read Dial A for Aunties then? That has a pretty meddling family. Bride was also fun. I had a good time with it. I'm glad to hear that. Yay. Yeah. I've been hearing mixed things, but I still thought that I might fall into the group that likes it. Also, like I have read another book by her, so you know, that's improving the chances. Although, like I can't say that I especially love or like seek out stories about vampires or werewolves, but yeah, hopefully it's going to work out. Such fun books. Hope you enjoyed them. Thank you. Yeah, it was a nice lunch break to just go and collect all of these books that most of them were for free. So yeah, that's a lot of books. Yeah, but yeah, as I said, I sell a lot. I unhaul and sell a lot of books, and then I have like my wish list there, and yeah, sometimes I wait for the price to drop. But I just buy very I just like use the credit very strategically. So then a lot of the time it works out really well. And now I actually will have like another €5 in credit. so I can pick another book to order. And I'm thinking, like, from my wish list that is there, from the choice of the online bookstore, not like my general top wishes, but they have the list by, wait, who is it by? It's I think it was released in 2024. No, yes, last year by Yomi Adegoke. And wait a minute, did we talk about it like in my in my life where I trashed my TBR? Maybe, but I didn't trash it. But yeah, it has horrible rating, but also some of the people I know loved it. Oh, okay. I think I know what the problem is. Just looking at Goodreads. Okay, maybe we will see about that. I haven't read that yet, but I really want to. Okay, yeah, we will see. I still have time to decide. But there was a lot of books. So let us jump into the next print. I might still do some chores. So if I do, I might continue listening to the audiobook. Also, for those of you who didn't see that, I'm reading physically Honey Girl. And I haven't read it for like a few days because, this week I was in the office 3 days, which is normal. I mean, when I'm not sick. But I was in the office for 3 days in a row, which is not usual. And basically it kind of obliterates me. So for the past few days, I just came home, had dinner, and went to bed. Like that's all I did. So I haven't read for a few days. So I might want to make some progress in this one also. But yeah, I guess some chores first. So let's do another sprint, and we can do shorter than the first one at least. So let's do like 40 minutes. That sounds reasonable. Honey Girl was not for me. Okay, tell me more. Because I'm having quite mixed thoughts. The writing is unexpected. Like, I didn't expect it to be that flowery and kind of melancholic. And like, I knew it wasn't a romance, like people said that. But still, like, the plot says that like she gets married to this woman. The woman in question has barely been on page, and like I'm like 100 pages in. So I'm still kind of waiting how it turns out. But yeah, it is surprising. I also think it might be like mismarketed a bit because or like maybe it was the way people were talking about it, because people said like, or like even in the back it's like about how she wakes up one day hangover in Las Vegas and she had married a girl. So you kind of expect a whole different tone than what you get. This seems like she will be kind of figuring out what to do with her life. So yeah. But we will see. Didn't like the romance at all. The love interest is kind of manic pixie dream girl. And the audiobook was weird. I didn't like the narration either. I don't remember details. It has been a while. Okay. Yeah, for one thing, an audiobook can definitely like make it or break it. So that sucks that the narration wasn't even good. And yeah, kind of agree about the love interest that like it's a bit too much. But yeah, we will see how I end up feeling about it. But anyway, let's jump into the sprint. Enjoy whatever you're going to be doing, and I will talk to you in 40. All right. How did you do in this sprint? I did some chores. I tidied up the kitchen a little bit. I loaded the dishwasher. Started load of laundry. A bit late, but yeah, needs to be done before I leave tomorrow for my parents' house. And I did listen to my audiobook, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. And yeah, I have 5 hours and 30 minutes left, which is pretty solid progress. And yeah, he was talking about his dad, who is Swiss. So he was talking about like how he liked rosti, which I don't think I've ever had, but I think some of you might know that. So yeah, there were some more like sweet memories, and now it looks we're going back to like kind of history a bit. So those usually aren't really, good because history. But yeah, how was the sprint? Listen to some, don't know the pages, and crocheted 2 ears and 1 arm. Amazing. What are you working on? What? Which creature? I don't know if you said before. Listen to a discussion on why the tech media is fucked. To no one's surprise, it's because of capitalism. Tech media. I don't know if I watch that many, even though I work in tech. But yeah, that's a lot of things because of capitalism. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, don't know what to do next. I really need to finish a video. Like it's filmed. Thank God. It's filmed and edited. And yeah, it will go up on Saturday, as I'm trying to make that like my main upload day. Yeah, really trying to stick to a semi-regular upload schedule. Like ideally, it would be fully regular. And so far, it's going pretty well. But yeah, it's my January wrap up. I had a lot of fun with editing it. And yeah, I still need to like do the thumbnail and do the description. Kind of want to link some things, so it will be some work, but I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'm tired tonight. So yeah, tomorrow we are leaving to my parents' house around 2 p.m. So yeah, I will probably set an alarm and get up pretty early and get everything done that I need to. So yeah, I was also putting together a to-do list for tomorrow because yeah, I don't think I will get much done today, like chore wise or stuff I need to do apart from the laundry tonight. So yeah, I think I can just read tonight, hopefully. Yeah. Rosti. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's nice. He kind of said rosti, but it's a nice potato dish. We often have it with fried eggs on special breakfasts, like Sundays or for brunch, or for dinner, usually with sausage. Yeah, sounds great. I knew that it was like some kind of potato dish. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had it, but sounds really good. Tech journalism, to be precise, the way outlets report about the tech industry or don't. Yeah. I just saw something today on LinkedIn about Facebook, well, Meta, how they had like a huge round of layoffs and they like kind of had to be petty, I guess, and say it's like because of low performance. So yeah, kind of saw some think piece on that, how they're not really helping out the people who got laid off because of like random restructure, well, you know what I mean. Can I say it? Restructuralization? Yeah, that's the one. Or just like, random reasons, because when a company says you're a low performer, that can mean so many things, right? So the woman was saying that, why are they being petty? Like, why do they have to say that? It's kind of like they're leaving them with a little bit of stigma, like, you're laid off, and by the way, like, we're going to say publicly that it was because like we were getting rid of low performers, like, and then someone was reacting like, yeah, that could really mean anything. Like, to be honest, when I first saw that, I thought that they might be getting rid of people for a whole different reason, which might still be the case, but obviously they can't really say that aloud. But well, maybe like nowadays, who knows, in the States, right? But yeah. I work directly with social media data, so I mostly know about the data structures and how it's working and what's not working, stuff like that, because we are integrating the data from social media into our database. So yeah, sometimes it's like, I'm working on a TikTok project. It's not a secret, but it's not like the fun part of TikTok, I'm making a cat once again. I have made it twice already, but this time I'm actually making it to sell, so I can order one. Oh my god, that is so amazing! Congrats. That is so cool. And yeah, so yeah, you've made it twice already. That is amazing. Are you selling on Etsy or something? And here I thought you'd need 2 cats, and then they make more cats themselves. So late again. I was on the phone with my mom. They are leaving 4 weeks of traveling India on Monday. Oh my god. Well, bon voyage to them. That is very cool. Hope they enjoy. It's also the kind of media I consume that makes it likely capitalism is seen as the root cause of most ills, together with the patriarchy. Yeah. With this, I'm always kind of like, not to get into politics too much, but some people, especially from the States, they kind of confuse like what capitalism means and what, like, and they will like start raving randomly about communism, which I find offensive as someone who is from a country that was oppressed and had a oppressive regime. So like, I just don't think these people know what they're talking about always, and they just want like basic social security, like really cheap healthcare, like a lot of European countries have, and that like has nothing to do with like communism, which tends to be like not a good idea historically, as like people who live in the countries that been through that would know. But yeah, anyway. Which part of India? Yeah. No idea. Okay. Yeah, I see some things. Like, on TikTok, I follow a lot of travel accounts. So yeah, definitely some of them are traveling India. So it seems to be pretty different if you're going south or north. So far, I'm not selling officially, but in the chat, some people showed interest, and I made them offer. I can make 10. Okay, that is still very cool. And with it, I can try out crocheting for selling to see if I want to have an Etsy in the future. Yeah, best of luck. It sounds like if it's something you enjoy doing, and you think that you would enjoy doing it a lot, or as a demand, because yeah, sometimes it's like some things are fun as a hobby, but yeah, sometimes if it's like you have to do it, might be a different story. But yeah, hopefully you will continue to really enjoy that. Fingers crossed the crocheting goes well and turns into a business. If that's something Natalie wants, sure. Yeah. But okay. I think we can probably make like a last sprint, because yeah, lately I've been going to bed just super early. Still can take me like several hours to actually go to sleep, but yeah. Also, like started going really early to work, so I'm there like 7:30 or 7:45, which means I can leave at like 4:30 because we're supposed to be there for 9 hours, which is annoying. But yeah, we have like 8 hours and then like 1 hour for lunch. So yeah, once you come to the office, it's like you can leave up. Well, it's not like you can't leave, but you're supposed to sit there for 9 hours, which is a lot. But yeah, when it like strikes 4, my brain is like, I'm done. No more work is being done. So then also like in the evening, I'm not super like productive or that I want to do tasks. Hello, Barbara. How is everyone doing? How are you doing? What are you reading? Political and historical literacy isn't that good in Europe either. Just ask people calling something Marxist if they ever read Marx. The answer will surprise you, or don't most likely. Yeah, I mean, yes. Literacy is also not good here, but people who grew up here, Czech Republic or whichever country that had the regime, likely heard something. So hopefully something stuck. So even though if they didn't read Marx or aren't that well educated, or just like history didn't stuck, they probably know like a little bit like what was what, as opposed to people who grew up in a country that didn't have an oppressive regime. Good. Trying to relax after an exhausting day. I'm reading Blood Over Bright Haven. Yes, you're the second person who's reading like something with blood in the title. What's happening with that? Is that a fantasy, or what is that? But yeah, day has been exhausting. Week has been exhausting. Luckily for me, it's over. But yeah, it's been a lot, and the weather is so horrible. So yeah, luckily we're going by car tomorrow. So I'm just looking forward to not having to go outside. These clearly are bloody times. Yeah. My next read is called Summer of Fire and Blood. So, okay. I don't think I have anything on my TBR with blood in it. Like, definitely not my physical TBR. I have nice stuff like honey, or Well, bright is kind of depends on if it's nice. But yeah, no blood to be found. I don't think. It's fantasy set in a magic school, I think, by the same author who wrote The Sword of Chaos. Oh my god, that I will definitely read this year. I didn't know about the other stuff that the author had out. Yeah, mug is so massive though, love it. How big is that mug? It is, yeah. I mean, it's a normal size. Now, yeah, I love big mugs. And yeah, I actually got these like years and years ago in my previous job. So like in 2015, probably something 2015, 2016, something like that, when I worked at the bank and there was like a charity event or like small business for charity or something like that. And yeah, they had these mugs, so I got two. So I had this one, and then I have a very similar one, but that has like purple, I guess it's lavender, maybe. And yeah, these are huge mugs, and yeah, they're the only mugs I use because like the other mugs are just too small. So yeah, that's my normal size of tea. Yeah, I'm having some white tea tonight. The only thing is that like it's hand painted, so I'm hesitant to wash it in a dishwasher. Also, if I do, like, it isn't really scrubbed well inside, and yeah, I just kind of am worried that it would get damaged. And yeah, hand washing it only, and it's still going very, very strong even after like 10 years. That is crazy. That it has been 10 years. Having a mini existential crisis right now because yeah, I work at the company for 3 years, then I was freelance for 4 years, now working again as an employee for 3 years. So yeah, it's been a while, and they have survived also a lot of moving around. Not even sure if I ever read a book with blood in the title. Okay, that is an interesting question. So I, of course, have to check my Goodreads, which we cleaned so nicely last time, or the time for that. So I just search for blood in all of my books. Okay. There is one book that shall not be named that most of you probably read. Book 6 in the series, which I genuinely didn't think of. And then we have Bad Blood, Secrets and Lies in a Silicon Valley Startup, which I read and I gave it 5 stars. It was like an expose about a pharmaceutical company that tricked like huge investors, and they claimed that they developed this blood test, and it was actually used on patients, and like they would tell them that like and it didn't work, and like the whole company was a huge mess. And so like real people were told like they had some disease when it wasn't true, or like were put on medication based on the tests. But yeah, it was kind of all a scam. And so this was like written by the journalist who revealed that, and it was kind of random of me to pick it up, but I loved it. So yeah, that's my blood book. It's the size of your head. Yeah, and I love it. At work we have like decently sized mugs. They're like maybe like half of this or 2/3 of this, but it is acceptable. But yeah, at home they have to be huge. Lagging a bit behind, so for a nice title stuff. I'm currently reading The Good House, which is a horror. Okay, so I guess not such a good house. um, I have done my job for 9 years now, and I need a break. Uh, I just remembered to have one on my TBR though, and yes, did not being mentioned one. Oh, I had to. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Also, the fact that it's not my Goodreads TBR doesn't necessarily mean it's not on my TBR. But yeah, I think not. We have War. We have the Henna Wars. Mm, several books with honey. I'm like reading Honey Girl, and I have the Unhoneymooners. Mm. But yeah, anyway, let's go into the next sprint, the last one. And yeah, let's make it 40 minutes, 40 minutes again. Mhm. I might continue with laundry, maybe. And I can't say like I'm overly excited to continue with Honey Girl, but I kind of want to make some progress in that, so probably that. But yeah, have a great sprint, and I will talk to you in 4 days. And that was the final sprint. How did you do? I'm so sleepy. But yeah, I continued with laundry, which is good. And I continued with this book. And oh boy, I might talk about it a bit. Didn't read a single page today. Oh well, I mean, it's fine. Some days I like that. Also, I realized that I totally misinterpreted your comment before. Like when you said, I have done my job for 9 years now, I need a break. For some reason, for some very weird reason, like we were talking about my mugs. So I thought you were talking for the mug, the mug has been doing its job for 9 years because I have had it for so long, so it needs a break. But then I was like, no, you were actually talking about your job. So yeah, 9 years, that's a lot, especially for the same job. So you definitely need a break. But yeah, this is my 8 p.m. brain. Mugs are talking, sure. Needed to concentrate too much, so I stopped the audiobook and switched to music. Now the legs and the body are done too. Yay! Well done. And yeah, sometimes I also can't really focus that well on audiobook. Which was today, during the lunch break when I was running errands, I was like, no, I cannot focus on this audiobook. So music it was. The End of Honey Girl. The thing is, I don't want to, I have been wanting to read it for such a long time, and I thought I would love it. So I don't want to yet. I might eventually, but I just don't want to yet. But yeah, I read 20 pages now, and it's becoming a little bit painful. It was a little bit cringe. And just yeah, I think it's crystallizing a little bit where my problem with it is, because even though it's different than I expected, still on paper I might like it. But I think the fact is that it's written like a young adult book, but it's masquerading as an adult book. The main character is 28, but the way they talk and the stuff they deal with, I mean, not that it's not relatable that she's 28 and doesn't know what to do in life or something like that could be relatable. But yeah, it's also the fact that she was in school for so long. She just finished school, and I don't know, maybe was kind of naive that I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to, and then I'm going to get a job immediately. And obviously it deals with the added layer of she's a woman in a industry that or science that's mostly populated by men, and also she's Black, so that's the added difficulty. But still, it just reads like she's 19, and even the podcast that her wife has. What's her name even? Yoki? Yuki. Oh, okay, Yuki. Even the podcast, that's stuff teenagers do, I did. I didn't have a podcast, but I wrote cringe poetry. And it just feels weird that they are 28. I don't know. But yeah, it's way too soon to DNF it. Anyway, I will suffer some more, but I'm sad that it's not really turning out to be as I hoped it would be. Kitty the mug. I do sometimes talk with the voice of random appliances and things. Yeah. I caught myself talking like to a pizza because, I read like some people like talk to inanimate objects, and I was like, no, I don't think I do that. But then I was just like, well, I don't know what I said, like some endearment, I think, but yeah. Now I kind of want to know how you sound as a big old mug. Maybe that's a vlog idea. That had me cackling. Oh. Yeah. Don't know, maybe, there's a niche on YouTube. Oh. I thought that MC Inarigo was in her early 20s. That's how it read to me. Yeah, exactly right. She's almost 29. Also, like, this has like found family, really intense found family, and a lot of these romance books will have these really intense friendships when they're adults, and like it's all really nice, but like who actually like lives like that? Like the intensity of friendships and like how much time and energy they have for each other is also like kind of more like teenage, like I'm used more to the like deciding for weeks like when you can finally meet with a friend, because like otherwise like you have something else, or you're sick, or you have family things or whatever. And this is like her friends are just always there for her, which is nice. But yeah, it just feels like a young adult. And the writing was definitely getting like a bit cringe, but there was a high point for me because like her roommate is Dominican, I think, and so she was like listing some food names in Spanish, and I could understand. So like the Spanish lessons are really paying off, like huevos fritos and stuff. So yeah, I can understand stuff, which is nice. Yuki is the name of my plush sloth. Very nice. But okay, on that note, I seem to be like losing my voice a little bit, which is not good because there's usually a lot of talking in my parents' house. Honestly, the food words are always the most important when I learn a new language. Exactly. Yes, definitely. And I need to definitely like drill more Spanish food names, because we did that a little bit. And like, yeah, I should eat my words, pun not intended, because I was like, oh my god, we learned like we had a lesson, and like it was like all about eggs and like 10 different ways how to make eggs. And I was like, I don't even eat eggs much. Like when I'm going to use that. And then they ate eggs in the book, and I could understand that. So yeah, I'm eating my words now. I need all of the food. Even if I don't eat it, it's also good to know like to avoid it. So yeah, need to drill food words. In the last lesson, we drilled numbers, which was a lot. Like huge numbers. And then she made me do math, which was also a lot. But yeah, I can definitely understand the numbers much better than like 2 weeks ago. So that's a good progress. But anyway, we will wrap it up shortly. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I think next week I can probably still do sprints the same day. I will see about the time. But yeah, so far it seems that Thursday could work pretty well in theory with my schedule, at least for the upcoming weeks and months. So it might become a nice little tradition that I will I will take the Thursday night sprint slot, maybe. So yeah, I will keep you posted. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the sprints and have a lovely weekend. Yes, you too. All of you have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, have a great rest of the night and Friday and the weekend. And I will see you next time. Bye.